Home is where connections are made, memories are formed, and ideas are born. And no one knows home better than NFM. Thanks for tuning in to I Am Home, the podcast that goes deeper than trends and dives into what it means to make your house a home.
Hi, and welcome to I Am Home, the Home Life Best Life podcast. I'm Tyler Weiskup, joined by my co-host, who, if brains were battered, she'd be whipped perfection. It's Becca Subbeck.
Gosh, hi, Tyler.
Hi, Becca. And our other co-host, she's the perfect blend of humor, snark, and buttercream. It's Hilary. Welcome, App.
Thanks, Tyler. I think that's my favorite yet.
Oh, good. Today's topic is one that's close to my heart and my stomach. We're talking kitchen stand mixers. And so whether you're a casual baker or you're just making bread for the whole neighborhood, if you're at that level, this episode is for you. And to help us beat these mixers into submission in the nicest possible way, we're joined by NFMer and appliance expert, Joey Casella. Hi, Joey.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Of course. So excited to have you back. But before we dive in, let me tell you why we're even doing this podcast. And that's because NFM is more than just your everything home store. We're in the business of improving lifestyles because your home life should be your best life. And you can learn more at nfm.com. So, okay, team. Imagine it's like a rainy Saturday. You're finally trying that viral cinnamon roll recipe that you've seen online, but just thinking about kneading all that dough is just making like your arms like exhausted. You're just like, no way am I doing that. That's where your trusty stand mixer comes in. But not all mixers are created equal. Power, bowl size, attachments, all those play a part. And today's brand new segment, Battle of the Brands Kitchen Mixer Edition, is going to help us kind of walk through the different options that you might entertain. So Battle of the Brands is where we break down 3 top brands to help you find the perfect product for your homes. We're featuring 3 standouts today, but like only scratching the surface of the different options that we have available in our store and online. So make sure to check us out there. So I'm curious, before we jump in, from the group, how like serious are we about our baking? Hilary, are you like a serious baker?
I'm pretty serious. I've gotten more serious about it. My stand mixer gets used a couple times a week for sure.
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
And
pretty
then
good.
I've been making more breads, pizza doughs, things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Breads, pizza doughs, is that
Yeah.
like your go-tos? Or
Yep.
you okay?
And I've kind of perfected the chocolate chip cookie recipe. So I have to make batches, freeze it into individual portions, and supply friends and family with them too.
Of
So
course.
Impressive.
I'm not
Mhm.
surprised at all that this is another good thing that Hilary does.
the foodie,
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
I
you
know.
just got the whole package, really.
Mhm.
Okay, Becca, what about you?
I mean, I'm definitely not on Hillary's level. I like to bake for
Yeah.
sure,
Mhm.
but I've always been super intimidated by the mixer. I don't even own one.
Oh,
so-
Really?
No, I'm like, I don't even begin to know what to do with it.
Interesting.
So
Mhm.
like, that's where I draw the line, is no recipes that require something like a hand mixer. I'm
You're
in,
set.
Okay.
but the stand mixer,
Mm.
nope.
Interesting. All right.
maybe
for
maybe
you.
this will change my mind though.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll change
Yeah.
your mind. Okay, good. Joey, what about you? Are you like a cookie dough, pizza dough guy, or are you like on a different level? Are you above, beyond Hilary? Where are you at?
No, super casual in comparison.
Okay.
We love to bake sweets. We like to bake cakes, cookies.
Mm.
We do the occasional bread, just because, like gluten development, it's not fun to try to do by
No.
hand. So
No.
give me the dough hook.
Yeah.
Mhm.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. So Joey, Hilary, what
Mhm.
products do you guys have?
I have a KitchenAid,
Okay.
like the classic stand mixer. I've probably had it for probably 10 years now.
Oh, wow.
I've had it a while. I bought it like when I bought my first home, and I was like, I have to have a white
I'm doing
KitchenAid
this.
stand
Yeah,
mixer
sure.
on my counter, and it rarely got used in the beginning, but I use it all the time now because I wanted to be a baker, but I just like was not any good at it. But it's something I've
Developed.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. KitchenAid. Joey, what about you?
Yeah, KitchenAid white mixer as well, actually.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've
Oh.
had mine for 5 years.
Yeah.
Awesome. So a little bit of length behind these, and they're still
So many
humming along,
fun
cooking.
attachments too, like the pasta
Yeah.
maker
Mhm.
attachment. You can get like an ice cream bowl.
Yeah.
now,
Well, don't
too.
steal my
Okay,
thunder,
sorry,
Hilary.
sorry,
No,
sorry,
no,
sorry.
I get no, absolutely.
Getting
So
excited.
we're going to jump into the battle of the brands here. I've got 3 big name mixers in the ring from Hamilton Beach, KitchenAid, and GE. So each come at different various price points. So there's really something for everyone, no matter like what you're looking for. So first up is the Hamilton Beach 3.5 quart stand meat mixer. So let's say you're a weekend warrior. You'd like to make banana bread when the bananas start turning, maybe cookies for movie night or cupcakes for a school fundraiser. But you don't feed a full football team. You're not like going crazy. It's just something you're looking for, something that just makes life a little easier versus like maybe having to do the hand motion all the time. So Hamilton Beach's 3.5 quart stand mixer is real budget friendly. It's compact and great for casual bakers. At the time of recording, it's listed online for $169.99. So it comes at a pretty good price point. It's 3.5 quarts, 300 watts of mixing power, and it uses planetary mixing, which is just like the higher end brands. If you don't know what that means, it's I'm sure Joey can explain it better than I can, but it's actually pretty cool. It does the mixing head spins one way while the beater spins the other way, sort of like how the moon orbits the Earth. So it kind of like gets you that better coverage. Did I do okay?
You did great. I didn't know that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
oh, good. I'm
that's
glad that I
awesome.
could share a little bit. Okay. So it helps kind of like reach all corners of the bowl, so you're not like scraping the sides.
Yeah.
This one comes in 6 beads. It also has a mixing guide printed right on the body for ease, so that really kind of walks you through how to make that work. Comes with a flat beater, a dough hook, and a whisk. Suction cups to keep it stable on the counter. I think I might recommend this more for the apartment dweller, maybe a first-time baker. Again, it's that step up from your hand mixer or trying to do everything by hand. I remember as a kid when I tried to make whipped cream with a hand mixer, and you have to try to hold the bowl.
How big of a mess did you make?
Yeah.
Yes, very
I
much.
can imagine
did.
how
Yeah,
well
yeah,
that
yeah.
went.
You get distracted 2 seconds, it's Splatter City. So
Yeah.
like this is kind of like this baby's going to keep your hands free and your counters clean. Customer reviews love it for simplicity and size, though sometimes some of the heavier dough can strain the motor. So this one's kind of like maybe describe it as like a compact car. It doesn't have like all the bells and whistles of a luxury ride, but it'll get you where you need to go and park neatly in your cabinet afterwards. So it's best for those casual bakers, smaller households, or people in a tight budget or space requirements. Question for my host. If you could bake only one thing for the rest of your life, cookies, bread, or cakes, what are you baking, Hilary?
I think I have to go breads because you can make sweet or savory.
Oh,
breads.
smart.
Solid.
Bread? Okay. Yeah. Becca?
I'm going to go cookies.
Cookies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
I-
love
I
cookies.
think
Homemade cookie.
And like you can also, I mean, you can't, I feel like there's so many different options for cookies.
Yes.
I've never really
Never
had
get
a
sick of them.
savory cookie.
Yeah.
But,
Not
like, I
necessarily
wonder-
savory, but like
Yeah.
oatmeal
you could
raisin and
totally do
chocolate
it.
chip. And
Yeah.
like, I feel like
So
white
many
macadamia
varieties.
and yeah.
For sure. Joey, what about you?
Gotta go cakes.
Oh.
Really? We got
House
the whole, we got
divided.
this
House
this
divided,
band here.
yeah.
Interesting. What
Yeah.
makes you pick cake?
We love to make like birthday cakes and stuff, so we try to
Okay.
experiment a lot as well. So we've done my fiance makes a really nice strawberry mascarpone cake,
Oh,
which I
nice.
love.
Yeah, that's
But
a great
then like,
flavor.
you can also do all sorts of different cakes, right? You can do try to do a s'mores cake. We've done chocolate cake, so you've had a lot of options. Now, should I eat cake that frequently? No,
Hey, you can make your own rules.
that's right.
But she also like you bought the stand mixer, so like if you're
You
not
gotta get
using it,
yeah.
you're
Yeah,
like
you gotta get your value out of it.
yeah, exactly.
It's a cake a week, I think. I think I read that on the instructions.
That's the portion
Just
size.
enough.
Okay, so we talked about the Hamilton Beach. That's our first product. Our second product brand is KitchenAid. We've got a couple KitchenAid users here. We're talking the 5-quart Artisan stand mixer. So this is more probably you're baking a little bit more regularly. Maybe it started with sourdough in 2020. A lot of us were in that world.
Everyone's new hobby.
And now it's your go-to dessert person in the friend group. Hilary obviously is baking all the cookies for people. And I would say maybe this is a little bit more, you're ready to level up. It's got style and power, versatility. And KitchenAid is that household name and all-time favorite that people know. 5-quart bowl, 325 watts. So it's a little bigger, a little bit more powerful than Hamilton. It's got a tilt head design that lets you lift the head to swap out attachments really easily. And we're talking about how the attachments are so big. I'll get to them in a second. This actually, we talked about the planetary mixing for the Hamilton. This has a 59-point planetary mixing ability, which I don't know exactly what that means, but it
that's
sounds
a lot of points
That's
in
a
one
lot of
bowl.
points for
Sounds
those
very
planets
impressive.
to be mixing.
So it says that it's making 59 distinct touch points with the bowl during each rotation. Again, I don't know how that compares to Hamilton. They didn't list that on their website, but like it does give off the vibes of being something that's like, okay, that's really getting the job done.
Yeah.
Comes in 10 speeds, perfect for everything from folding to whipping. So it's got full range, gentle stirring to full on whipping, like we said. Dimmer control. Essentially, it's like a dimmer switch. It feels like for baking. So like where you don't necessarily want full bright sometimes.
You can go
This is kind of the
anywhere in
same way to go.
between.
Yep.
Yeah. It comes with a flat beater, a dough hook, a wire whip, and it's compatible with 15 plus additional attachments. Pasta rollers, food grinders. It's like having a whole kitchen crew powered by one hub. Hilary, do you have a favorite attachment?
The hooks and whisks that come with it get a lot of use, but the pasta roller attachment is really fun. It's like making pasta is relatively easy, especially if you're doing like a flat noodle, because it'll roll it and then cut it for you as well too. There's definitely a learning curve, but like it's like flour and egg and a little olive oil, like the ingredient. Well, now the eggs are not as cheap, but you don't need like most of those
ingredients.
You have that stuff on hand, and like fresh pasta is such a treat too.
It tastes so different than
and it
something
cooks
that's coming from a box
so fast, and it's just like fun. Like we were talking earlier about just like romanticizing the mundane, like making a fun pasta, having a fun pasta night one night is.
It's something a little bit more romantic than like, hold on, honey, let me get the box of spaghetti. You're sitting there making pasta. Yeah, that seems so cute. I like it.
Yes. So that's a fun little thing we like to do.
Yeah, I like it. Joey, do you have many of the attachments?
I actually don't. The last time me and my daughter made pasta, we did it by hand, and it's fun. It's just like you gotta like block out that time to roll it out and get it thin enough to cut. So listening to Hilary, I'm
now you're like
really interested in that attachment.
Yeah, because you can like adjust the setting, because like obviously it starts thick and you got to work it down thinner. So you like run it through a couple of times at this setting, and then you turn it down, run it through a couple more times, and then you switch to cut it, and then it cuts it in those like perfect little shapes. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you find it easy to switch out those attachments when you're switching to pasta making or juicing?
Yeah, totally. It's just like one little screw on the side. The little cap comes off. You attach the other one, like tighten that little. It's like a pin screw, maybe.
Right.
So like super easy, and it hasn't like gotten like wobbly or
It's awesome.
I mean, 10 years we're talking over here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I love it too because it's got 20 colors. I know a lot of us are like just odd, especially when you like walk into a store, you see like the wall of different colors spectrum that they have.
Iconic for a reason.
They have some of the more interesting ones. In 2023, they had a hibiscus, which is a little pinkish. 2024 was blue salt. And this year they just released one butter. So it's a little yellow
fashion color.
Yeah. So you can stay on trend with this product as well. I think this was the mixer like everyone's mom had growing up. It's usually I always pictured like the fire engine red one. It's like heavy enough to double as a small anchor too. But it does everything. Christmas cookies, it like all for the whole block, and it's not gonna miss a beat. So. Okay, so it's highly reviewed on our website alone, 4.8 stars with 27,000 plus reviews. Again, it's a lifetime investment. People have had it 10, 20 years. That's not atypical from what you're seeing from people who enjoy having the KitchenAid.
And we've had to it's gotten off balance before, while the top will bounce a little bit, but we've watched a few YouTube videos, you adjust a few screws and then it's worked just fine too. So it for my any issues we've had, we've been able to do simple fixes versus having to replace it, which has been amazing.
Yeah.
That sounds fantastic.
Keeps that shelf life going. Okay. So we covered KitchenAid. The last product and brand that I want to talk about, it's kind of interesting. It's the GE Profile Smart Mixer, and we've talked in previous episodes about how some smart technology is just invading all of the things, and now it's in our mixers too. So if you're one of those people obsessing over texture, maybe timing your rise and rest cycles, if you want smart tools that make your life better and tech that actually helps and not just shows off, this one's really a tech whiz of the bunch. We have it online today at $7.99, so it's a little pricier. This comes in a 7-quart bowl, so a little bit bigger. Powerful 500 watt motor, so a little bit more powerful than your KitchenAid as well. And what I really like about this is it has AutoSense, which adjusts the mixing speed based on the resistance. So they call it a DC motor. It's quieter than your ordinary mixers too. And it runs at lower temperatures so that it extends kind of the life of the product overall. But it's still super strong. Like we said, 500 watts. And that AutoSense, the way that works is it will essentially, it's if you're one of those people who's wow, Googling what should my dough feel like? This thing just knows that it's got the technology inside of it that just kind of based on the resistance that it's getting, it's you're setting to this function. I know that this needs to be like that. So it's people really enjoy that, and it works really well. It's got a built-in scale as well, which is really which is really interesting. And you can control it with Alexa, Google. So there's no need to grab a separate scale. You just add the ingredients right into the bowl. And you can then browse recipes. It comes with an app, so you can browse recipes. It does the guided tutorial type things, as well as functions directly with the unit itself. It has 11 speeds in auto mode, and this actually comes with a reverse. So if you've ever had sticky dough and you're oh no, it's not gonna, the KitchenAid doesn't do this, but this product will go in reverse, so kind of unwind some of that stickiness.
No way. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. It has a sleek digital display as well. And the drawbacks that I could see, it doesn't really have as many of the additional attachments as KitchenAid. It's only been out since 2023, but it's been won a ton of awards for innovation, just all these new bells and whistles and things like that. I'd say that if you are one of the things that it was described was more of the smart car of mixers now. It tells you when the dough is done kneading. It's literally sensing that resistance. So if you're somebody who's Googling what is this? I'm making this recipe.
What's
this just kind of takes the brain. It takes the brain work out of it. Okay. So final takeaways for these 3 products from my perspective: the Hamilton Beach, kind of that great starter mixer, affordable, surprisingly powerful for small batches. The KitchenAid Artisan is really just the icon. It's beautiful, it's durable, it's endlessly expandable. And the GE Profile Smart Mixer, again, it's more of that high tech powerhouse. If you're I need the coolest, trendiest thing, and you really enjoy the gadgets and I think that's something that you'd really enjoy, and it kind of takes a lot of the brain work out of baking. If that's an issue for you, for me, especially I don't know what it's supposed to feel like, or I don't know how much stuff to weigh. I just throw stuff in, and this can help. I think a lot of bakers kind of get further along in your baking.
Well, cut down on the dishes if you're not having to wash a million measuring cups and spoons, and if it just does it for you.
Good point. Okay. Any comments on those 3 mixers? Thoughts? Becca, are you
I'm
at this
definitely
point?
gonna look into one of these.
You're looking into it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're winning her over.
Yes. I mean, I need one.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'd love to wrap up if we could with what we've been calling our newest segment, Pop Culture Challenge.
Mhm.
It's the game where we take the topic of the day and put it through the pop culture ringer. So for today's challenge, all this talk about mixers made me hungry, and it got me thinking with the price of eggs, what they are today. What egg substitutes are people using on the socials to continue baking? So that's our game today. I've got a list of egg substitutes. Some are real and some are completely made up. So you have to guess which are real and which are scrambled nonsense. Ready to play?
Ready. I'm feeling confident.
Mhm.
Okay. The very first substitute that I have is mashed bananas. Is that real or fake?
That's real.
Real.
I'm gonna go real.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah. About a 4th cup per egg. It's great in muffins. Not ideal in cookies unless you want them chewy and banana
Banana-y.
scented. Okay. Next up, sriracha and maple syrup.
Get out of here.
No way. Not a chance.
I'm gonna go yes. It's got to be weird enough to be true, right?
Joey, I fooled you. That was fake. Yeah, that's fake.
Okay.
Don't do this.
Not a
Don't do
chance.
this. This is chaos. Why would you do this? Joey, are you gonna try it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
It's a
gonna
new
make
cake
sriracha
flavor.
maple syrup cookies tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, new cake flavor. That's it.
Okay. All right. Next up on my list, flaxseed meal and water.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
flax egg.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Classic flax egg. Tablespoon flax, 3 tablespoons water equals 1 egg.
Nice and gelatinous.
Uh-huh.
Works in dense baked goods, is according to my research here. Okay. Cornstarch and club soda. Is that real or is that fake?
I'm gonna go no.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with yeah.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Cornstarch.
Hillary.
Yeah, cornstarch is a thickener.
Mhm. I think
Yeah.
it could work.
Yeah. I think yeah.
Okay. All right. Shockingly, yes.
Okay.
Wow. I think I just keep throwing you.
That's okay. I'm learning a lot today.
It helps with the structure and a bit of leavening in cakes and cookies.
Mm,
So
mhm.
try that one out.
That is fascinating.
Okay. Mayonnaise.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it has
There's
like
egg
eggs
in
and
it,
oil,
mostly
in it,
egg.
and that's what you bake like things with.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's gross, but yeah.
It's gross. I don't know if that would be my first substitute that I would pick,
Mhm.
but I
Yeah.
think it's real.
Yeah. You're
I'm-
right.
I'm going back towards sriracha over mayonnaise.
It's the preferred
All right.
condiment.
Okay. We're doing pretty good so far. I've been keeping score.
Yes,
Next,
I'm winning.
of course you are. You always do. The next one that I have on my list, melted gummy bears. Is this a real or fake trend
Nope.
that's happening on
It
the
sounds like
socials?
a microwave nightmare.
That sounds like a
Yeah.
disaster.
Man, I am not fooling anybody. Okay, it's chewy, sure. Eggy, absolutely not. Okay, silken tofu is next on my list. Is that real or fake?
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
real.
I
Yeah.
bet that
Real?
works.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you got it.
Tofu just
Uh,
takes the flavor of whatever else. And It's got a
Mhm.
probably eggy consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah. About a 4th cup per egg. It's flavorless,
Mhm.
so it's great for dense recipes like brownies. Okay, I just have a couple more here. Pumpkin puree is the next on my list.
I bet you could do it. It's like a banana,
Yeah.
but it would taste like
Yeah.
you'd have to
Yeah.
be the right flavor.
You're just
Uh-huh.
stealing all my notes, Becca. I had not to, not to just move us along, but yeah, same deal as a banana.
Well,
It's got
Becca's going to have all
moisture
the
and
more
binding.
nutritious
I
alternatives.
have a lot. Yeah, I mean, I had a kid that was allergic to eggs at one point, so I do know a few of these. Yeah.
There we
She's
go.
the okay. Becca's winning. I take that back.
There you go. Okay, crushed potato chips. Is that-
No, not a chance.
It sounds great for a little sweet and salty
Yeah.
action.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
there you go.
So good on so many things, but not an egg
not an egg
substitute.
substitute.
Becca's too good at this. All right, pickle juice.
No, absolutely not.
Has vinegar water, dog.
Okay, keep that one out of the batter. Very last one, chia seeds and soda water.
I bet that would do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
The chia seeds get really like gelatinous.
Yeah. I thought it would fool more people. Hydrated chia seeds, soda adds lift. It works best in some of the hearty baked goods. Okay. Well, we cracked the case on some wild egg substitutes. But now it's your turn. What egg alternatives do you swear by when baking? Drop your favorites or your flops in our comments on our social feed, or drop us a line on our website at nfm.com/podcast. And that's going to do it for us today. Thank you for being here, Joey and Becca and Hilary, and of course our producers, Scott and Ann. I want to thank you all for listening. Make sure to check out that website. Send us a question. We'd love to hear from you. And I'll just wrap as we always do. Bye for now. But remember, home is what you make it.
Thanks for joining us today for I Am Home with Tyler Weisskopf, Hilary Waltemath, and Becca Sudbeck. No one knows home quite like NFM. So if you'd like more information on home design at NFM, please check out nfm.com and leave us a review on the podcast platform of your choice.